Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are here to discuss about a question called check if array is sorted and rotated. Question number 1752 from lead code. So let's jump into the question. So given an array nums, return true if the array was originally sorted in non-decreasing order, then rotated some number of positions, including 0. Otherwise return false. Okay, let's take it step by step. So they have given us an array. So let's take one array. And next thing is we have to return true when if the array was originally sorted. So if the array is originally sorted in non-decreasing order and then rotated some number of positions, which means the array is sorted and rotated. So if it is sorted and rotated, then return true. If not, return false. That's all. There may be duplicates in the original array. There may be duplicates in the original array. Okay, so there is a possibility that the array can contain duplicate values too, right? Okay, right. An array A rotated by X position results in array B of the same length such that B of I equal to A of I plus X modulus A dot length for every valid index. Don't worry about this one. Let me give you the example. That's all. You will get it. So let's take an array 1, 2, 3, which is sorted. Now an array B is generated such that B of ith position 0, 1, 2. We have three places. B of ith position, 0th position. So B of 0 equals to A of 0 plus X. So let's say X is nothing but number of rotations. Let's say X is rotated one time. Let's call one time. So A of 0 plus 1, A of 0 plus 1 modulus length of the array, which is 3. So 1 modulus 3 is 1. So A of 1 is 2. So 2 will come here, 3 will go here, 1 will come here. That's all. It's simple rotation, guys. Like array is rotated by one step. So 3 comes in that way. That's all. Right? Okay. So now let's jump into this one. Okay. Let's clean this one. Now let's take one example. Let's see here. So let's see here. Let's understand this one properly. So they have given us an array. Original array is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the indexes are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we know that in the new array, B of 0 will be A of 0 plus X value. X is 3. 0 plus 3 modulus length is 5. So 3 modulus 5 is 3. A of 3 is 4. A of 3 is 4. But here if you observe, we have taken 3 first. We have taken 3 first, which indicates as, let's go back to the formula here, I plus X. I plus X. So when you take I plus X, second, I is equal to 0, I plus 3 is equals to 3, obviously. So array of index 3 modulus length. Okay, it will be 3 for every word index I. Okay, coming back to this one, guys, don't worry about this one. Very simple thing. Let me give you a very brief explanation. So here they are saying that X is 3, which means array is rotated 3 times. 3 times. For example, if you take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if you rotate the array for the first time, what happens is this 5 comes to the beginning, right? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you do it for the second time, it will become 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. If you do it for the third time, 3 will come to the beginning, which means 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. That's all. This is what they meant here. Right. I hope this is clear now at least. Okay. So the point that we need to understand here is, an array is given, which we need to assume that it is sorted and rotated. Okay, they are saying it is rotated array. For at the end of the day, it is a rotated array. Okay. For example, it can be like this: 3, 4, 1, 2. Now it is rotated by 2 times because the original array for this one looks like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. For the first time, it will become 4, 1, 2, 3. Third, next time 3, 4, 1, 2. Now this is a proper rotated sorted array, right? Because if you see first value, second value, third value, and fourth value, this is how your original array will be looking like. So this array, whatever that I have given, this is after rotations, guys. After rotations. I hope the question is clear. So to summarize the question, they are giving us an array which is a rotated array, which is a rotated array, and it might be sorted, it might not be sorted. If it is a sorted one, then you have to say that true. If not, false. Okay, so they are giving us rotated array. That's all. This is simple thing to make it simple. So this is how the questions will look like, guys, in our exams and all. This is how the questions are. We need to understand in such a way that it gives you proper valid information. At the end of the day, this nums is rotated array. Now what we need to check is this rotated array sorted before rotations? Before rotations, like before rotations, is this sorted? That's what we need to check, guys. Okay, so that is what we need to find. Before rotating, is this nums sorted or not? Sorted or not? That is the point that we need to check for. I hope now the question is clear, right? Yes. Let's take this example: 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Now we have to say whether it is, so as usual, this is a rotated array. So before rotations, before some X rotations, is this sorted? Yes, no. Yes. How? If you observe, if you rotate this back, so if you assume this as your starting point, if you assume this as your starting point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all are non-decreasing order. All are in non-decreasing order. So we can say this is a rotated array which is sorted before rotations. Which is sorted before rotations. To make it pretty much clear to you people, let's take a pretty simple example. Okay, so let's take an array 1, 3, 5, 6. Okay, now if you rotate this array for 2 times, what happens? You will get output something like this: 5, 6, 1, 3. Right, 5, 6, 1, 3. If you observe, let's find out characteristics of this array. How this is looking. How this is looking. So if you observe in the entire array, if you take any 2 adjacent elements, all left values are lesser ones. Like if you take 5 and 6, 5 is less than 6. If you take 1 and 3, 1 is less than 3. But at one point, this particular point, 6 is greater than 1. Okay, 6 is greater than 1. Whenever this is encountered, we can understand, okay, this is the potential start before rotating. Okay, this is a potential start. If you observe, this is our starting point previously, right? So at the maximum, we will only have one place where adjacent elements are, greater than, like left element is greater than right element. Okay, only one place. You don't have it at any places. Like if you observe this array, it is only at one place. So that is how we will. So this is one of the good characteristic of a rotated sorted array, guys. So let's take a bigger array. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now rotate it for 3 times. What happens? So it will be 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you observe this one now, take any two. Take any two, except this one. Except this pair, all other pairs are left value less than right value. 6 and 7. 6 less than 7. 7, 8. 7 less than 8. 2, 3. 2 less than 3. 1, 2. 1 less than 2. 3, 4. 3 less than 4. 4, 5. 4 less than 5. Only 8 and 1. Here 8 is greater than 1. Only one place. Only at one place, guys. Right. So if the array is obviously rotated, if the array is sorted, if this rotated array is sorted previously, there is only single place. Only single place. Okay, there is only a single place where left is greater than right. Where left is greater than right, guys. Okay. I hope you got this point clearly. Right? Okay. Okay. Now let's jump into another example. One more example is this one. Sometimes they can give you a prop directly sorted array itself. Okay, because why I gave this array as input is, if you observe here, number of positions, like the array can be rotated number of positions, same some number of positions that can be including 0, which means this can also be an original array. So this is rotated 0 times. This is a sorted array. Now in this case, 1 less than 2, 2 less than 3. 1 is less than 2, 2 is less than 3, right? So in this case, we don't have any. In this case, we don't have any, guys. In this case, we don't have any ideas like that. Okay. And let's take one more example they have given. Okay. 2, 1, 3, 4. 2, 1, 3, 4. Now, if you observe, first pair, 2 less than 1, true. Next pair, 1 less than 3, true. Next pair, 3 less than 4, true. But is this a sorted array? If you rotate it at by any times, okay, let's say 2, 1, 3, 4. Let's rotate it back. 1, 3, 4, 2. 3, okay. Let's rotate it back by one more. 3, 4, 2, 1. Or 4, 2, 1, 3. Is this sorted at any instance? You guys check. No, no, but it still falls into our condition, right? But it still falls into our conditions. So what we have to do? What we have to do, guys? Yes, there is one place which we still need to check. Okay. In the original array, 2, 1, 3, 4. Okay, if you observe this and this, okay, this and this are 2 is less than 4. But if you observe in the original proper array, let's say 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, the left value, first value is 3 is greater than 2. Okay, 3 is greater than 2, guys. 3 is greater than 2. But here 2 is less than 4, which means, which says us predominantly, if you keep this element back, this will not look like a sorted array. This will not look like a sorted array. But if you keep this 3 back, it will look like a sorted array. It will look like a sorted array, which means not only the adjacent elements, guys, the last and first elements also we should check. The last and first elements also we should check the things. We should check the things like this, right? I hope I am making some sense here, right? 2, 1, 3, 4. You compare these two, 2 less than 1, good. You compare these two, 1 less than 3, okay, good. Okay. Sorry. Here 2 is greater than 1, which means this is obviously one time is allowed. One time is allowed, right? So one time allowed, good. And next, 1 less than 3, good. 3 less than 4, good. But this is not a prop. This is not an answer. Here you can see answer is false, which means this is not a valid array. Valid rotated sorted array. Why? Because here comes the trick. This 2 should fall here, but it is going back to here, which is 4 is greater than 2, which means your first element should be greater than last element always. First element should be greater than last element, right? If not, what we have to do? If not, what we have to do, guys? In this case, let's take 1 to 3. First element is not greater than 1 is not greater than 3. But still, this is a proper array, right? You can say this is one of these two scenarios we need to handle properly. These two scenarios we need to handle properly, guys. I hope this is clear to you people. Let me clear this one. Now let's jump into coding part, guys. So let's take one count variable, which will be 0 by default, which will help us to count number of false cases. False cases are, I want left element greater than right element only how many times? Only one time. So that's why the count is for int I equal to 0, I less than nums dot length I plus plus. Okay. Now, as usual, if nums of I, if the left element is greater than nums of I plus 1, simple, increase the count. Okay. If this count is greater than one time, if it is more than one time means what is the answer? What is the answer? Yes, return false. At the end, if everything goes good, return true. Return true. Yes, this looks good. But what about the other scenario that we discussed? Yes, that is one more important scenario. So if your first element is less than nums dot length. Okay, if your first element is less than last element, that's all. You should never have. Okay, what does it mean? You should not even have a single case where this condition true is true. Okay, you should never have a single case where the left side element is greater than right side element. Condition should never become true. Okay, even though if it becomes true, it should fail. Only one time it should fail. So that's why what we are doing is we are initializing the count value to, like we are increasing the count value to, okay, what we are doing? Increasing count to 1 because we are using the same count variable to count this scenario and the other scenario. That's all, guys. Nothing much here. Okay, I hope you understand the logic here. Very simple one. If first value is less than last value, it means it is already sorted. Oh, sorry, -1. First value less than right value means it is already sorted array. It is not rotated. Rotated by how many times? 0 times. Okay, this should be -1, same thing. Index out of bound errors, guys. Very small errors. That's all. I hope you understand this one. Very simple one. Pause this video, take a pen and paper out and try with an example. It makes more clearer than this. And very simple one. If first element is less than last element, which means it is like this 1, 2, 3. 1 is less than 3, which means this is a proper sorted array. Rotated how many times? 0 times. So, is it possible to find this scenario anywhere? No, you don't find anywhere. You should not find. If you find this, then you should say it is false. But the point is, we are using same variable both the places. You can use a different variable and different flag, but we are using single variable. So that's the reason we are increasing the count to. That's all. I hope you understand the logic and the video. We'll meet in the next video. Until then, see you guys.